So, I hope you're having an amazing week. I hope so. Hope you made it through last week where we sort of had to make some decisions, right? Like there was a lot of decision making that was going on last week, and it was a great week actually. Yesterday proved to be quite enlightening. All right, so welcome to your cosmic energy forecast. Before we get started, I want to talk a little bit about where we're at in the cosmic conscious ascension program. So it seems like we are entering a long phase of niching down to the core of who you are, and using this everyday forecast is a way to move into your niche without creating any more pain and suffering. It takes you step by step into the niche of who you are without too much overwhelm. Like we've had so much overwhelm in the big cosmic picture. There's a lot of overwhelm. And we know that overwhelm shuts us down, right? And it creates a lot of blocks in our system. So use this cosmic energy forecast to help you maneuver the energies and not get so weighted down by all the overwhelm that we're having. Continuing on with the overwhelm. It's going to continue for a good month at least. Again, try to stay out of the news. Try to stay away from any kind of fear, because fear is rampant still, and every single day seems to be something else that's introduced that creates even more fear. So again, try to stay out of that as much as you possibly can. So welcome, I'm Angela Blaha, and this is the forecast for the week of April 14th through the 20th. Today, Tuesday, April 14th. Trust. It's the number one thing. Write this one down. Trust. You have to trust the process right now. Because of all the fear and all the mongering and all of the crazy kinds of energies that are floating around the cosmos, use today and moving forward as a way for you to learn how to trust yourself. Trusting in the process, the knowing that you know that there is a bigger picture here. Letting yourself learn to trust. That's the program for today, or that's the theme for today, is trust who you are and trust your knowings. Do not attach to anything right now. No. You're just setting yourself up for self-sabotage if you're going to attach to anything right now, because everything is in a continuous state of change, and this will continue on for at least another year. Continuous change, yes, I said it. Continuous change will continue on for at least another year. Not being attached to something can lead to paranoia, right? Because we as humans, we love being attached to stuff, to people, to places. Like we love that kind of sense of security, I want to say. And it can create some anxiety, paranoia within us. So being attached does set you up to fail, because it creates this self-sabotaging kind of energy within you. And when you are unattached, yet you still long for that, there's an inner turmoil. That's what creates self-sabotage. So knowing your own power and being confident in knowing we are all on the right path, and that this is what the path of ascension is. It's an individual ascension. It is not mass ascension. I cannot express that enough. This is individual ascension. There is no mass ascension happening here. Those are old paradigms that didn't work. This is individual ascension. Knowing and trusting and being confident in your knowing, that's how you stay away from the manipulating powers of the world. All right, so no attachment. Try not to attach. And if you are attached to things, I recommend working through an attachment process. If you need more information about that, I have my apprenticeship program going that teaches you all about that. Being in control of the self is the only thing you should be concerned with during this time of chaos. Being in control of the self. It's the only thing that matters. All right, moving on to Wednesday, April 15th. After trusting yourself yesterday, right? On Wednesday, may want to know more, to be more, to do more, because there's a sense of confidence that was gained. Right? When we feel confident, we always want to do more. We want to be more. We want to help more. We want to expand ourselves more. Big ideas and concepts may come into play if you take the time to really meditate and really do a deep connection with their highest self, your soul self, your God self. Now, the two paths will show themselves on Wednesday again, and it's very prominent as well because you want to do more, right? So keep in mind that the ego always wants more and can want more meaning. That's how it wants more. It wants you to put things into a box so it can understand it. It does want more change and more growth, but what will happen is the ego will come in with those kinds of things and it will overextend you. It will overextend you. So so that you never want more again. That's how the ego works. It works on the opposite side of what your soul self, your God self wants. It tries to pull you into the opposite path. Those are the two paths. It's very clear. Two paths. Ego, soul self. This is how the manipulative ego works, right? Like it transforms this energy by you can transform this energy by taking breaks. Do some movement to allow the energy that is flowing through you to actually flow. Now this could be in the form of yoga, walking, running, biking, swimming. I don't care what kind of movement you use. Just do something so that the physical body doesn't get stuck. The energy doesn't get stuck in the body. That's what the ego does. It will use this kind of energy, this kind of I want to do more, grow more, be more kind of energy, but it will create blocks within your physical form. So if you're not moving to get the energy flowing throughout you, then that's how you get this sort of stuck kind of energy. This is the signature of the ego. It's literally the signature. Stuck, feeling blocked, being unclear. You break through this kind of energy by moving the physical body. On Wednesday, also watch your relationships and any underlying tensions that may want to arise. And use your words appropriately and accurately to describe your truth. Again, this is a theme for at least a month here. Your relationships, you really need to be describing what you really want within your relationship. Be very truthful, but pick your words wisely. If words are holding power over you, don't use those words. Use a different kind of a word. Use a synonym. All right, Thursday, April 16th. It is April, yeah? Okay. Be honest today because your feelings, your perception, and your wants will try to be out of control today. And being honest will transform this kind of energy. So, let me repeat that. So, being honest on Thursday, no matter what, write that big bold letters, be honest. Because your feelings, your perception, see, these are all things that the ego uses. And your wants, your dreams and desires will sort of be out of control. You'll be overextending yourself. But being honest with who you are and about who you are, that transforms that kind of energy. I suggest doing some journaling, write your feelings out. Do a mind dump several times a day. So that you can just sort of get to a space of being honest. Sometimes when when the feelings are too much or when the perception takes you down a crazy rabbit hole, those kinds of things they can just pile up inside you. So do some journaling, get things out. Try not to direct your feelings or your perception, right? Don't try to project it out into the world, because you will have to do some apologizing if you do. Instead, do some journaling so that you get it out on paper, but you're not projecting it towards someone or something else. That's what we do. Like, that's a default within us, right? Is we have so many programs going all the time that when we default, we just spew it out to the world. Well, that's never really beneficial for you or for anyone else. So if you are someone on Thursday, if you are someone who says yes to everything, be hyper aware of what is being asked of you. Be hyper aware of what's being asked of you, because regret will enter as your impulsiveness to help, to do more, your impulsiveness to be more will be over the chart on Thursday. So if you're a yes kind of a person, be hyper aware of what you're actually saying yes to. Friday, April 17th, frustration. Frustration will be the energy of the day. You're longing to telecommunicate or teleportation, or to have that universal mind, to embody that universal mind, is coming in very strong. Because you're tired of the dishonesty and the manipulative games that are being stirred up everywhere. So you sort of just want to be able to use your ability to telecommunicate so that you know what's true and what's not true. And this is a worldly thing, but it's going to also show up in your life on Friday. Again, the reason why you have to be so honest with yourself on Thursday. Right? So the way out of frustration is to connect even deeper into your highest self, your soul self, your God self. Because this is where the truth lies. It only lies within you. It never lies outside of you. No, that's a lie. Stay out of the mass consciousness on Friday. It will just frustrate you more. So literally, it will just frustrate you more. So stay out of the mass consciousness. Go deeper and deeper inside of you on Friday and transform the frustration with that deep connection that you have. It makes you feel alive because there's only truth in there. All right, moving on to Saturday, April 18th. Have fun. Oh, it's all about having fun on Saturday. It's been a long week, and your body, mind, and spirit just needs to have some fun to release any tensions that have been building up within you. Literally, it's just a go and have fun. It's a very light kind of energy kind of a day, and just really enjoy who you are in the moment. And enjoy the people that you're with, right? Like you're locked up with a certain amount of people, or you're locked up all by yourself. Like, just enjoy being you. Seriously, have fun on Saturday. Sunday, April 19th, be very rooted today. Eat veggies that give you a sense of feeling rooted. Potatoes or sweet potatoes or something like that that's very DNA rooting. Like, that's the whole purpose of that potatoes were created in the first place, was to ground the DNA into staying here. Little tidbit for today. There is a strong urge to resist or defend yourself on Sunday. Can you feel that? Don't fall into this trap, because your possessiveness will be shining brightly on Sunday. Unless that is something that you really want to dive into, and then I say go for it, right? If it's something that you need to transform, possessiveness, like, let it shine and transform that stuff. Just be aware of any resistance that you have and how you are expressing it. Or are you a quiet type and hold it all in? That creates resentments. You know that, right? So, again, on Sunday, be very rooted in who you are. Be hyper aware of your resistance to defend yourself and whatever possessiveness that wants to be expressed that day. All right, moving on to Monday, April 20th. Life is a little more practical on Monday. So, great day to use your common sense to help you maneuver through the day. Right? Like the energies are supporting common sense. Ground into your own energy a couple times today. This will help you be more peaceful. So you're working on practicality on Monday. And sometimes practicality is very human, the mundane kind of stuff, I want to say. So grounding into your own energy helps you be more peaceful with the mundane. So this is how I teach people how to ground into their own self, into their own energy, is take a nice deep breath in, close your eyes, pull your energy into your core. Take another deep breath in, and again, pull your energy in. Pull all your energy in, your aura, that's been expanding out here for a while now. Pull it in. Like, get safe with yourself. That's what grounding into your own energy is. When you feel safe with your own self, you are able to then connect with everything around you. If you're not safe with your own self and your energy's out here spiraling, going crazy out there, you'll never feel safe with connecting with everything. It doesn't work that way. You can't have it both ways. We live in a dualistic kind of energy. So we pull our energy in, we ground a couple times a day just to feel safe in who we are and to be able to do those mundane, practical kind of things throughout the day. They get kind of boring. Like, that's me. I get kind of bored with the mundane. And so I have to energetically ground myself into myself so that I feel I feel lighter when I have to do those kinds of get it done kind of activities. So, all right, to close, trust, honesty, being frustrated, having fun, grounding. These are the keys to the energies this week, and you're being supported with trusting yourself. You're being supported in being honest, right? You're also being supported in frustration if that's what you want to have. So every single day you should be working on niching yourself to your core. Knowing who you are is vital in the years ahead. I can't express that enough. This is the year of disruptions. 2020, year of disruptions. We move that into 2021, and then we sort of begin to settle down into creating the path that we want to move forward with. We are not going back to any kind of normal here. So if you're one who is, I just need to get back to my normal, no. There's no going back to a normal. We're creating a new path. You can't create a new path if you're looking at what you've been in the past. It's just not even possible. The answer to knowing who you are in the years ahead is being present with who you are right now. Taking these baby steps every single day, using the energies that the cosmic field is providing for you. You have to work through your darkness in order to get to the light. And it doesn't have to be hard or difficult if you are doing some inner work every single day. Ease and grace only happens if you work step by step. Otherwise, there is disruption, which is what we are experiencing. The entire world is experiencing this year. Disruption. Because we didn't work at it step by step. We just stayed stuck for a good 100 years, and now it's like, okay, well, they're not going to move, then here we go, Earth, let's make a move. So if you can learn to release your frustrations, ground into who you are, be authentic and honest, and use the energies to support you, we never ever have to have disruptions again. Do you see how that is a shift in consciousness? This entire, what I do with these forecasts, this whole thing is a shift in consciousness. Every single day we should be working on our inner self, on our ascension path. I hope you enjoyed this forecast this week. This is Angela Blaha signing off from the cosmos. Have an amazing week.